Hey rookies, this is Scott with the Rookie Wine and Whiskey Enthusiast. It's been a couple weeks since I was able to put in a video. Um, been doing a remodel downstairs, as I've mentioned before. I'm putting in a bar area, which I hope to turn into my bar slash whiskey and wine studio, where I'm not sitting at my dining room table driving my family nuts doing this. Anyways, um, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to go ahead and get a Columbia Winery 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, why am I doing this? Well, Stuart from Wine on the Dime did a Costco signature Columbia Valley Cabernet Sauvignon, and he was kind of wishy-washy whether or not it was a really good wine or a very good wine. And my contention is, I believe what he has is there's only a few wineries in the state of Washington that have the ability to really produce the wines for national distribution for Costco, and Columbia Winery is one of those. And based on his tasting notes, I kind of suspect that it was probably a Columbia Winery Cabernet Sauvignon. So I decided on my way home from work today to get my Columbia Winery Sauvignon and hopefully, Stuart, this is the one you're going to need to get. I'll take a picture of the bottle and send it to you. Anyways, Columbia Winery is one of the oldest main wineries in the state of Washington. It was in 1962. Several friends got together, several of them being University of Washington professors. And this was at the time when the state really had a hard time producing quality wines. And the reason being is Washington State was very protective of its wine industry. Matter of fact, there's a story of a professor from the University of Washington. Let me go ahead and pop that up. By the way, for those that are asking, this is a kit called the Perfect Wine Opener, and I may do a product review of this. I actually like it. It saves the cork, something I prefer to do. Anyways, back to it is the state of Washington and the unknown winemaker. His channel has a video on this and Washington State history with regards to wines. Anyways, these professors got together and they put together the Columbia Winery Company. So now these guys are out of Patterson. Now this is again a 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon. It is at 13. It's down in the front here. 13.9% alcohol by volume. Now Washington State, and I've said this before, the four real big grapes from Washington State are going to be Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Syrah, and Riesling. Chardonnay's is close, not quite yet though. And what makes Washington State unique is a lot of its AVAs. After the Great Missoula Flood, I believe it was during the last ice age, created a terroir that is very similar to some areas in France. So you've got a lot of French winemakers and some French that have brought their influence over here. And so it's kind of a mix between old and new world style wines. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the color. The color on this, unfortunately, my dining room lighting is not as good as it should be. There is a slight red verging on orange. No, maybe not orange. It's a light red. So you're looking at a good ruby or light garnet color, and it's very little light is actually coming through if you pulled it up to the light. Let's go ahead and take a nosing of this. Now, Columbia Winery, for those that are new to wine, this is one of those Washington State wines that you should be able to readily find in any grocery store, any wine shop. They, along with Chateau Saint Michelle, Hogue Cellars, and 14 Hands, and a few others, are large enough to be able to provide that national coverage. But this is a great Washington State wine and winery to really get into. If you want to explore Washington wines, these guys do a very decent job of presenting the grapes. Now on the nose, this is definitely blackberry on the nose on this. Kind of there's a dark cherry currant, and I do get a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of chocolate on there as well. This is a good representation on the nose of a Washington State Cabernet Sauvignon. No, I'm not getting much more out of it than that. It's very blackberry heavy, very the currant, the black currant, and the dark cherry kind of mix, so it's kind of muted by the blackberry. And like I said, on the back end, it's tobacco, chocolate. All right, let's go ahead and have a sip. Taste-wise, that blackberry takes a step back and the cherry really comes out. There's also that black currant there. The chocolate and tobacco that I smelled, the tobacco's not there on the taste, but definitely it went from a dark chocolate to a very dark bitter chocolate. And it's sort of dry. We're talking, this has got a very good body to it. It's full. The finish is medium. It dries out the mouth, so the tannic structure is there, but it's brief. So it dries it, and then it goes away. I'm gonna have to take another sip here, and nose it as well. This has got moderate acidity too. You can taste the acid in it. It's in that medium body. Yeah, this is a very good representation. Now, I bought this bottle actually over at my local Hagen. Paid $12.99 for it. Now, Stuart, that meets your criteria, so you should be able to find it. Anyways, it is a good representation of a good Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, is this a $20 or $30 bottle of wine? Oh no, I've got Cabernet Sauvignons. I have a $70 bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon downstairs that is out of this world. It's from the Red Mountain area. But if you are interested in learning wines, like I said, this is a great bottle to try from. Anyways, want to thank you guys for being here. First of all, I want to shout out there to Stuart at Wine on the Dime. I will put a link to his channel and today's video of his for the Kirkland Signature Columbia Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a really good video. And basically you can go there and take a look at his other videos. He does it. His whole premise is that wine's under $15. So anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Thumbs up on that. Please comment if you've had this wine before. I'd like to hear from you. Like to hear if you've had this Cabernet Sauvignon. If you've had other Columbia Winery wines, let me know. If there's something that you guys want to see, specifically for Washington State wine, I'll see what I can do. Go ahead and place a comment in there. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you hit the little bell button right there, it's actually kind of a big bell button if you're looking on the mobile screen. But go ahead and hit the bell button so that when I upload a new video, it's going to go ahead and notify you, say, hey, Scott's got another video up. So anyways, folks, life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. Cheers. Please drink responsibly. Salon. According to my son, I said something kind of goofy. I meant please drink responsibly, not responsibility.